Hello, it's me, Recky, together with,
Carol.
and welcome to our new reaction studio.
Wow.
Yeah, this feels so weird. Okay, there's a couple of things that we're not done yet.
No.
We're still we're still working with the lights.
Yeah, the lights and I mean the
Yeah,
decorations.
yeah, it's gonna look way better. It looks like we're sitting in jail doing this,
Yeah.
but it's not
But
jail. It's
now we
actually
have the
just
setup.
yeah, it's just a basement basically. But
Yeah.
we're getting close to it. So either way, if you do enjoy reactions with Ricky and Carol, hit the like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Today is going to be one of those days when I said to Carol, bring tissues.
Oh,
This story is a brutal story of one man being so much more than just a soldier. And I'm not going to talk about it because I'm getting really emotional just thinking about it. It's basically back in the days from I think it was early 2000 when the United States were in Afghanistan
mm,
and fighting Taliban's. There's a situation. The narrator is gonna tell you the story. If you
okay.
have any questions and you don't understand what he's talking about, just ask, and
Okay.
I can tell you as much as I can.
Yeah.
But we're gonna watch something that is the first Medal of Honor ever recorded. And Medal of Honor is, of course, if you didn't know, honey, to put it in Swedish, is the best medal you can get.
Okay.
You
The
can get
highest.
it when even if you're passed away, you can still get it
Mm.
postum. Can't really remember the English American
Yeah,
English word
I
for it.
understand.
But you can get it even after you
After
pass
you,
away. So and you're giving it a lot. It's very, very rare. It's one of those medals that the president gives you.
but the ever recorded, is
So
it the
this is
only?
basically yes. Just to go back in time, it could be anyone that does something extremely extraordinary.
So you mean we can see when he earned it?
No, yeah, during the mission.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that. Not.
it's not gonna be in the camps in that way. It's gonna be a drone that will show them running around like little black dots, and the narrator will explain what's going on, what's
Yeah, yeah,
happening.
that's what
Yeah,
I asked.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not gonna be like a video game. It's gonna be real time with a drone.
So what they mean with ever recorded
So
is
it's a
that they can see the moment
yeah,
he really
yeah.
earned it.
You, you're gonna be completely
Yeah,
blown away.
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just all. It's the basement. I know it's the basement. I think we should thank everyone who supported us on Patreon and of course channel membership. No matter what tier you guys rock, thank you so much and God bless. A big shout out to everyone else who gives us likes and hit that subscribe and gets us in a good mood with amazing, amazing comments. Really appreciate you. We say it every time. We love
Yeah,
to say it. We have an amazing community.
yeah,
Share us with friends that you might think enjoy us. It's something we need a bit of help too.
yeah.
Spread Recky and Carol if you think we're not vermins. Pests. No, okay. I just
Okay.
yeah. All
They
right.
they think we are babbling too
Yes.
much already, so
Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can move up a bit so my face can just be visual. Hopefully everything will work out just fine with this new setup and stuff. Let's do this.
Chapman, a U.S. Air Force combat controller, and the SEALs are attempting to rescue their lost teammate. You'll watch Chapman's heroic actions as he saves the lives of his entire SEAL team and then another 18 members of a quick reaction force, earning America's highest award, the Medal of Honor. Chapman and the SEALs exfil their MH-47 helicopter. John is the second individual to exit and immediately moves in the direction of the summit. He can be seen moving off to the right of the screen, alone. The team is taking heavy fire from every direction, as indicated by the arrows, as Chapman begins engaging targets. You can see spent cartridges ejecting from his M4. Chapman then begins closing with the enemy, forcing his way upslope in knee and thigh-deep snow.
Stood.
He is constantly under fire as he does this. Chapman's team leader begins to close on Chapman, following his trail through the snow. The dark mass above Chapman is a fortified bunker containing 2 enemy fighters, each armed with AK-47s, who are firing down on the team in the darkness. This bunker will come to be known as Bunker Number 1. To the left of the tree and Bunker 1 is another gray mass. This is a rock outcropping that came to be called the Boulder. Between Bunker 1 and this boulder can be seen the body of slain SEAL Neil Roberts, the man Chapman and the others are attempting to recover. Chapman, still alone and closest to the enemy, pauses to engage targets as his team leader follows him, but never actually catches up with him. Chapman, on his own, now makes the decision to charge directly into the enemy bunker, despite withering point-blank fire. Chapman, now literally on top of the enemy, engages the 2 combatants and kills them, saving the lives of the remaining SEALs. He does this from a distance of no more than 10 feet. These actions by themselves earned him his first Medal of Honor. He then climbs into and takes control of the bunker. Having cleared the immediate threat, Chapman is then joined by his team leader in Bunker 1. You can then see Chapman and his team leader engaging the next bunker, known as Bunker 2, which is situated to the left edge of the screen. This bunker, manned by a handful of Chechen and Uzbek fighters, also contains a heavy PKM machine gun, hand grenades, and rocket-propelled grenades. John Chapman is shot twice at this time in the torso and collapses, incapacitated. You are now looking at a new angle, and at the left of the screen can be seen the 2-man fire team and team leader on top of the boulder. Just below it is Bunker 1 with the mortally wounded Chapman. One SEAL can be seen firing his modified M60 machine gun from the hip into Bunker 2 on the right side of the screen until he is struck by grenade shrapnel and tumbles 10 feet off the top of the boulder, collapsing at the feet of his team leader, thus setting off a chain of events that would lead to the SEALs abandoning Chapman on the summit. The wounded SEAL and the team leader can be seen conferring about his injuries. Moments later, the SEALs decide to retreat from the summit because their position is untenable in the face of continued massive enemy firepower. They can be seen moving toward the right side of the screen and passing the body of Neil Roberts. Unfortunately, the SEALs do not pass John Chapman, who is above them and inside Bunker 1. This angle shows 3 SEALs in a triangle. The larger black heat signature is a smoke grenade. Just to its left is a donkey and dead Al-Qaeda fighter killed by Chapman. The steepness of the mountain can be seen as the SEALs begin to slide down the near sheer face. The team leader, desperate for relief and now with 2 wounded teammates, asks for uncontrolled airstrikes from an orbiting Air Force AC-130 gunship. The impacts you see are from 105mm howitzer rounds being fired onto the ridgetop in order to save the remaining SEALs. Because neither the SEALs nor gunship know Chapman is alive, he is experiencing these detonations from his position. At approximately 5:20 in the morning, Chapman recovers and begins to engage the enemy. Bunker 1 is on the right side center of the screen and Bunker 2 to the left near the screen center. It will never be known what caused his incapacitation and recovery. Of the 2 rounds that originally wounded him, at least 1 was mortal, and at this time he is experiencing severe blood loss and shock. Despite that, he begins his one-man stand against 24 enemy combatants. During this time, Chapman initiates a series of radio calls, many of which are heard by a fellow combat controller and teammate of his and Delta Force operators on a nearby summit. Despite this combat controller's replies, Chapman never acknowledges whether because of damage to his equipment or himself will never be known. This new angle and footage shows Chapman at the top, identified by the green dot under the tree at Bunker 1. The The lower center of the screen shows the first enemy fighter who is about to charge Chapman in the hopes of killing the American. The timestamp at the bottom shows it is now 6:05 in the morning and fully light. He's been fighting alone now for 40 plus minutes and has received more gunshot and shrapnel wounds as a result of the fierce combat. This scene shows the second of several enemy charges. In this stunning display of determination and courage, Chapman can be seen fighting hand to hand with the fighter. In the larger screen display can be seen additional enemy moving on to the summit. But right now, John Chapman is fighting for his life. 6 minutes later, in this new shot, Chapman can hear another helicopter approaching the summit. He is in the bottom center of the screen underneath the tree and can be seen in the magnified inset box as he begins his desperate final stand to save the lives of the 18 men on the helicopter. The red dots are enemy fighters. John begins engaging the enemy in multiple directions and is rapidly approaching the last of his ammunition. The helicopter contains a quick reaction force comprised of Rangers, pararescuemen, and another combat controller. It is now 6:13 and the helicopter is short final. The enemy is desperately trying to displace Chapman so they can put heavy weapons or rocket-propelled grenades in Bunker 1 while simultaneously engaging the helicopter. With the choice to save his life or the lives of his unknown comrades, Chapman makes the decision to climb out of the bunker and begin firing in multiple directions as can be seen in the inset. Suffering from as many as a dozen wounds, Chapman is in fact already in the process of dying. As he fights, the helicopter is struck by a rocket-propelled grenade and makes a remarkable controlled crash just below Chapman and the summit. Chapman, now off-screen, continues to cover his comrades as they pour out of the stricken helicopter. Some of them are fatally shot as they exit. These images, with Chapman fighting the enemy at close quarter, are the last to show him alive and in this heroic act, thus qualifying for his second Medal of Honor. Ultimately, Chapman would expend all but the last few rounds of his ammunition, until, finally, after 16 bullet and shrapnel wounds, Chapman succumbs when he is shot through the heart. We will never know his final thoughts or words, but what we do know is his decisions and actions single-handedly saved the lives of 23 comrades. For more information about John Chapman's amazing story and the details about this mission, visit danschillingbooks.com or your favorite book retailer to obtain a copy of the Chronicle of His Life, Alone at Dawn.
Oh, Lord. Gosh. It's, I mean, how brave can you be? It's for
It's
me.
all it's determination. That's a hero.
Yeah,
I can't speak.
of course. Oh, wow. They're fearless. I mean, fearless, but I mean, what?
The thing is that he was determined to focus on the mission,
Yeah,
focus on saving his
Yeah.
brothers or sisters, and die doing it. And that's he got basically two Medal of Honors. First one was when he just ran in.
Yeah,
and did you hear how deep the snow was? He was talking about thigh hip deep. And he would the first Medal of Honor was basically when he was just running in the first bunker, killing the two Al Qaeda fighters up there. Then when he just decided to just I'm gonna just make sure that the other guys are because if he was not there, they will take back Bunker 1,
yeah,
get the RPGs,
and
get
they
the
shoot
heavy,
down
and
the-
just kill everyone in that chopper.
yeah. And so quick thinking that, okay, I need to.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was
It's-
doing. He's a
Yeah,
hero.
yeah. That for me is
Yeah.
just amazing that the bravery and the. I mean, I can't just I don't have words.
No, he can't.
I-
No. Because
it's-
for me, it's a determination, loyalty,
loyalty, yeah.
bravery,
Bravery.
and it's enough. With all those three combined to 100%, he was the perfect soldier.
I want to see a picture of him.
We can.
Do you think it's available? I
I
think it's strange that they didn't show that.
maybe there is. I can see if just try to get this up here. There is some. There he is.
Wow.
There.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna see if I can scooch over you guys. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This is. Oh, I'm not allowed to do that.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
But look at that. He can't be old.
No, he's probably definitely not old. They never are. Between 20 and 30. All right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So I decided I want to do this with you because I think you need to be more involved in the sacrifice that United States actually does
yeah.
for our freedom, even though we're not really. No one knows about this story in Sweden. No one gives a shit. I give a shit.
Yeah.
I care, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
And it's just a one big path that we walk on, just getting an understanding for you to understand
Yeah.
that the sacrifice the men and women
Yeah.
do for us every day,
Yeah.
and we just take that for granted. For granted, we always do.
Yeah, I didn't think about it until I met you.
Yeah,
Now we have been together for 20 years, but it was more in the last years when we started to look at Band of Brothers for the
Yeah.
first time. It's like over 10 years ago, but
yeah,
then I got mesmerized with it.
Then you understood
Yeah.
what the band,
But wow,
all the
okay.
brotherhood,
Yeah.
the love that they felt for each other.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure it's the same
the
thing.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's I'm blown away about the sacrifice they do
Yeah.
for others.
Yeah. So others may live.
Yeah.
No, so others may live in peace and freedom. That's it.
Wow.
Let's wrap this up. I know that it was extremely emotional. It's such an amazing story. God bless him. John Chapman for the ultimate sacrifice. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to smack the like. Of course, hit that subscribe. That's something we would greatly appreciate. And of course, until next time, I'm Recky.
And I'm Carol.
You
Stay safe.